on camera either, huh?
I like how literally right at the beginning it started recording, or it went live right as you said that. Oh, it went live right as you said that. Is that on your side? Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Just mute YouTube. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna pop this chat out though, so I can see the YouTube chat.
What up, y'all?
What is up, you guys and gals? Lovely to hear from you. So, I think we were all going a little stir crazy.
Dude, seriously. I probably played like at least 100 hours of video games this week. And I don't ever play video games, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, even when we were on tour, we never really played that many video games.
But it has been necessity lately.
Look, there's a babyface Pat. Yes, guys, I tried to trim the beard down a little bit, and then the guard like slipped off, and it just went, and I was like, all right, well, I guess doing this, start fresh. So
like trying to trim it. Damn it.
Yeah, I was like, you remember that one dude? He's like, your beard line sucks, bro. I was like, God damn it, let me get this beard line right. And then I just went, and I was like, great, he wins. He won. No, not really.
Now he thinks I'm self-conscious.
I know, right? I was like, damn it, he made me self-conscious about it. No, he didn't. Elena, thank you for the super chat. Already starting it off $1.99.
Oh, snaps.
Amazing. We give you some props like this. Boom. So what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Everybody having fun? There's 121 people watching now. We got a new episode? We do have a new episode. It's just about done. Once I finish up this, I've got to do some voiceovers, and I think I'll post it. It was like almost 2 hours long, Jeremy.
Oh, really? The Jackson one?
Yeah, and the Jackson Hotel. It didn't feel like we were in there that long. It didn't feel like that, but we.
I know. I literally, when we were leaving, I was like, man, did we get enough footage? Because it felt like we were there for like an hour.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, should we like walk around again? Like, should we do something else? We do like another room or something? But when I put it all in the timeline unedited, it was like almost 3.5 hours. And I was like, Christ. And then I started editing it down, and oh yeah, there's at least. So this first part's going to be, I think it's like 50 minutes or like 48.5 minutes or something like that. So just about 50 minutes. And there's still probably at least an hour worth of footage.
Dude, that's crazy.
Look,
thanks, Jason. I appreciate that, man.
You guys making fun of my no hair.
Shave it.
I know. That's literally what happened. That's what happened. I was like, all right, here we go. Son of a
biscuit eater.
Yup. Through the Realm Paranormal, ask where we're based out of. We're in Nevada. I am in Reno. Jason and myself are in Reno, and Jeremy is down in Vegas at the moment. Elena, another one? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I see Steve with the $19 super chat, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, you guys. Seriously, we really, really appreciate that. Once this whole, global issue goes away, we are definitely going to be doing some traveling and getting out to some different places around, not just regional northern Nevada and that kind of stuff, but not even the States, really. I mean, we want to get over to the UK. We need to get down to Australia. There's a lot of places that Scotland, Ireland.
We're trying to do some castles.
Oh my God!
I want to go in some dungeons, man.
Dude, can you imagine a whole season of just nothing but castles? Like
I'm
12, 13
so
castles.
down. Just do the
Debbie,
whole tour.
thank you.
Australia.
Look, Patrick, you still look good. Oh, stop it. Don't worry, guys. It's only hair. It will be growing back. Give me about a week or so. I think we're gonna film another. We've got 2, actually 3. I found out about another place yesterday, Jeremy. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll clue you in on it here in a little bit, but it's gonna be pretty ridiculously cool. But yeah, my facial hair shall be grown back out by the time we film those.
You know me, I'm super stoked until a stack of plates get thrown at my face.
Absolutely terrifying. Deborah, thank you. $24.99. God, you guys are amazing tonight. Thank you so much. So, what do you guys want to do? I was thinking, let me know. Jason, he's gonna try and make it. He's got some stuff that he's doing right now, but he's trying to make it in. So he'll probably just pop in the middle and be like, "What's up, guys? It's Jason." I was thinking, what do you guys? Are you guys? Does this sound interesting? Do you guys want to watch the Cobb Mansion episode with Jeremy and myself, and we can do some commentating and stuff like that? And if you guys see something, or if you want like something clarified, you can just kind of ask us, and we can stop the video and discuss certain parts of the video. Do you guys want to do that? I see a yes. I see a heck yes. I see a yes. I see a yeah. I see a no. No, I'm just kidding.
And Coco, to answer your question, and many other people that have asked, I'm completely fine. I'm not traumatized over what happened in the Cobb Mansion. It scared the hell out of me that night. Not only that, we had been there for like 6 hours by the time I was on the staircase, and I was like, I need to leave.
Well, a lot of people don't realize you drove from Vegas. So you were in the car for almost 7.5 hours, got to the location, and then immediately started filming. So you drove that much time and then investigated for 6 or 7 hours. And then I had been there since noon. So I literally had been filming B-roll and all that stuff. At that point, it was close to 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, by the end of the night, I was drained, and I couldn't handle being terrified any longer. That staircase was the most active thing I've ever experienced.
Oh my God, it was nuts.
I mean, there was like tons of footage we couldn't even use because it got deleted off the memory card because the ghosts were just like turning off cameras and just like literally probably over an hour of stuff we couldn't even use because it kept fucking with the cameras and deleting everything.
Yep. We missed, there was a super chat. Callie, thank you. And then I just saw M put up a $50 super chat. M, thank you so much. God, you guys, seriously, you guys are so amazing. Like, you have no idea how unbelievable that is. I mean, it helps us out so much. So yeah, I say we jump in. Let's watch the Cobb Mansion episode. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about here, guys. This is a pretty crazy investigation. Okay, so then boom. Okay, so you should be able to see everything. I can't believe it's at 42,050 views too. I mean, seriously, guys, like that's like unbelievable. How many of you watched it twice or more than twice? Probably a few, huh? Let's see. By show of emojis. I love that one. Renee, I see that. Thank you for the super chat. And she says, can't wait for the new videos. Literally, guys, every time we get a super chat, that's just one step closer to the next episode. Getting to the locations, securing the locations, upgrading the gear, all that stuff. I mean, we because of you guys, we got to upgrade and totally replace our entire static night vision camera setup. Literally everything. Like, we have completely new cameras and everything. I mean, it's because of you guys. So without further ado, let's start the Cobb Mansion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that drone shot though.
Ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies, man.
Did you just see it? No, I just watched it come down the stairs, man.
I say murder.
I thought it said murder.
What was that?
I have no clue, man.
A female voice just said, "Go to the stairs."
I need to leave right now.
Because I'm really tired.
I need to leave right now.
I need to leave right now because I'm exhausted. That's what you should have said.
And terrified. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know.
I was scared.
It was for real.
All right, guys. So we're gonna head on in. We got the SLS camera. Jeremy's got the Ovilus.
I snapped at you. I was like, Jeremy's got the Ovilus.
Oh,
What the hell is that? It like put. So you see how it like has the black stuff like that? It flashed a person right there, but it didn't map it. It just flashed it.
That was creepy too. Like right as we walk in.
That was
Yeah.
I
weird.
just had a trip right as you were explaining that.
No, I didn't trip.
What a trip.
Get to the room that has the. Get to the room that has the.
Conditions, month, immersion,
And there's Jason.
Ooh, it's getting lots of energy right here.
Yeah.
near,
Up and near.
Are you near us, but on the second floor? Can you play that piano?
It did.
It's so weird when we were upstairs.
Later on, I didn't even realize it, but I asked him to play it.
Just one note.
I'd be terrified. You play a record?
people, watch,
Are there people watching us right now?
That was creepy.
That was creepy.
So I did look up cesium. It's like a metal or something.
Oh dang.
I think it maps somebody.
Chasm.
Behind you.
Look at that. That one creeps me out.
I think it mapped somebody.
What?
Yeah, they're behind you.
That figure like
Oh
that.
yeah.
That
What?
it mapped something that was like this tall, but it just had tiny little legs, and its body was like this wide or this long, and then its head was up here, and then it just shot off into the ceiling. I think it mapped somebody. Yeah, they're behind you. What was that?
That's so creepy.
Dude, I didn't even realize actually
You said that I could hear like
somebody just said it kept
footsteps.
mentioning metal the whole night, and then it said cesium later, which is weird. I never even put that together.
Oh yeah, it
But
did.
it mentioned metal like a lot of times throughout the night.
It did. And remember, it's
Weird.
about to happen. It's about to happen right here where I was asking, where it wanted me to put the money, and it said light and then metal. Like actually it said metal, and there's a
Yep.
metal light on the nightstand in this room.
It's you.
Somebody needs to like lay in that bed. So
And it's like
sneak,
sneak. What?
every,
So back here, this room is famously known as like a room for like ladies of the night. It's even got its own like private entrance where people would sneak into and out of, like for discretion. But yeah, I say we go back there, and one of us needs to lay in there. Whoa!
So somebody said, "What's the connection with metal?" And we were literally on the Comstock route right there. This investigation was filmed up in Virginia City, which is like known as being one of the spots for the Comstock, which was like the largest silver vein. But there's all kinds of precious metals out there that they've been
And, like-
mining for
And
hundreds
most
of years.
like most of the town that lived there were part of the mill and everything, right?
Yeah, the mills and the mines. There's like, I forgot what in its heyday. I think there was like 112 or something like that were out there.
It's a lot for back then.
Oh yeah. Well, it says, Patrick, has anything ever followed you home? No, I do a lot to kind of keep things where they are. So I haven't had anything follow me, or that I know of, follow me home. Very formal, Patrick, ladies of the night.
Pat, what was that podcast we just did?
We did Truth or Theory.
So yeah, we just did a podcast called Truth or Theory. It goes online next Monday. But they were just asking us about spirits following us home, and we told a few stories from our past of like how we got started in this. So if you guys are interested in any of that, then check out Truth or Theory next Monday.
It might actually be Theory or Truth. It's one of those ones that it goes back and forth. I'm like, wait a second, what is it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Truth or Theory. That's what.
Yeah, Truth or Theory.
It's called Truth or Theory.
So yeah, next Monday it comes out, and it's on Spotify. So
Lee Jane, thank you for the super chat. Put you a little shout out there. Oh, my thing was on top chat, not all chat. I hate when it does that. I see like 2 messages. I'm like, man, there's not a lot of people in here tonight.
Threat.
Oh my god.
Stress.
Oh my
That's
god.
creepy.
Used.
Mistress too. And used.
Mistress and used.
Oh man, I got a weird.
Okay.
Like right when you saw the figure.
See, what are the odds of that too? I mean, I know the Ovilus says a lot of random words, but as we're walking into that room, it says mistress and used.
Yep.
It's ice cold right here.
I know, and it was weird because I looked over here and it literally looked like I was looking through water for a second.
remember this happened to you on the newest investigation, man.
Yeah, guys, it happened in Eureka too. The same sensation that he was just talking about. It happened again in the Jackson House episode that's going to be airing.
But it happened to Patrick this time, which was crazy. He was like, man, you remember when you were talking about looking through water? I just had that feeling.
Yeah. And it happens to you again, too.
Yeah, it's so weird, man.
Like, yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
It sounded like a gathering. It sounded like a bunch of people. Like if there was like a party going on out in the.
It's weird. It said threat mistress.
I know.
Used.
Dude, I just heard a footstep.
I heard it too.
I heard a footstep going up the servants.
I don't think we felt. Pete asked if we felt a negative presence in the Cobb Mansion. At this point, we didn't. We just felt weird. Like it felt like something was kind of there. It wasn't until later on when things started getting super intense that I started kind of feeling like there was something negative there.
Let's go in this room.
Do you have bad chills right now?
Yeah, it's freezing right here too.
Yeah. Okay.
Fresh. Roger.
Roger.
Dude, by the way, somebody commented, and that was a term that they used to call a man's area. They used to call it Roger back then.
Yeah, I've heard that.
She was saying fresh Roger, like maybe freshen up, and then immediately afterwards we hear what we thought sounds like somebody in the shower.
See, to me, I was like, what is this, like what they used to call John, but like way back in the day it was Roger before?
Pretty much. Or like a piece of him.
Is your name Roger?
Haze.
Sound like shuffling.
Present.
Are you getting ready? It sounds like there's somebody taking a shower.
See?
What the hell was that? It sounds like something's like rustling. Like,
Yeah.
you hear that?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
I feel like I just saw something out there.
Here. That's rolling. Got down to the streets here. Just turn that on. Who's in here with me?
Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, and Angie, I've been ghost hunting on and off
Anybody in here?
for the past like 10 years.
Yeah, Jeremy and I have been doing investigations for a very, very, very long time.
What happens in this room? Squeeze.
Whoa.
It's crazy.
Like when we walked in here, it said mistress and used.
Yeah. Can you come and lay down with me? It said money.
Oh, wow. As soon as you asked if it can lay down with you.
Yeah.
Gotta pay to play, sir.
I know.
Jason.
Gotta pay a price.
Put the money. Said light. You just walked over here with the light, and then it goes light. Do you want me to
You
turn
didn't even
it on?
realize.
No, yeah, in the moment, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even talking about that light.
Metal.
That
See,
metal
look-
light behind you.
Yeah, right there on the counter. And that's where I feel somebody walk up right there. Dude, did you see the meme somebody made of me right here?
No, there's a meme.
Yeah, dude, they screenshotted this and they're like, when you wake up from your third nap of the day. So what you look like waking up from your third nap of the day. It made me laugh so hard.
It's so fitting to like the times right now.
I know.
It just felt like there was somebody standing right here. Like, you get that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold right here too. That's heat, right? And what just clicked on is heat.
Yep.
It's cold right here. Is this you? Just said mommy.
Did you cut the huge man part out?
Mommy?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't remember seeing
I
it.
didn't think that I did, no. Yeah, guys, right here. I didn't think I did, but I must have cut it out. But I'll put it in like a behind the scenes footage or whatever. But Jeremy lays down on the bed and the obvious just goes, huge man.
Lay down on that bed.
Is it weird?
Yeah, it feels like people are surrounding you.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Weird, man. Poem.
Don't you feel like you're like further away?
I do, yeah.
It's weird.
Poem.
What was that?
What was that?
So stupid.
Like it felt like something brushed my hair, but my hat was on, which was weird.
Did you brush his hair?
And again, I read a comment that they were like, back in the day, the ladies would want the man to like remove his hat. Like you wouldn't wear a hat around.
Yeah. It was like old common courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if that's absolutely.
And people were saying that we were rude for having our shoes on the bed.
That is pretty rude, I admit.
Yeah, but we tried to hang them off the side, and it's not like we were like jumping on the bed with shoes on.
Just kick our shoes off, put some pajamas on, and get in bed with the ghost.
I know, right?
What the hell was that?
Would you like to come sit next to me here on the bed?
What does it say? Scent? Scent.
Dude, the bed just moved. It literally felt like someone just sat on the bed with me.
That was so creepy, dude.
And I could feel like a spring crack or something.
That's when it froze.
Are you?
Yeah, I was gonna say that what's really weird is that when I went to put the SLS camera on the bed right there, you guys can see, the little the square right there, like the cutout. It froze, like it would not show what was on that bed. And we even, like, for the rest of the investigation, it still wouldn't show it. It on the screen that I was looking at, it looked like everything was fine. It looked like it was recording.
And there was like 6 figures around me at this point.
Yep.
As soon as I say there's something that sat on the bed, Patrick, all of a sudden, like 6 figures show up on the SLS all around my body.
Yep. And the camera just completely froze like that.
Sitting on the bed with him? Let me go this way. Are you sitting here with Jeremy?
Somebody said they could see little imprints on the comforter.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's not even mapping you with the SLS camera.
There's something right here blocking it.
Yeah. It's kind of mapping you, but then it's mapping like.
What?
What did you hear?
Keep seeing like weird things. Like,
Didn't it feel weird when you're? That's what I'm saying. It feels weird when you're sitting in there.
I don't know if you felt it, but second time it literally feels like I'm looking through water. You know what I'm talking about?
It's impossible.
Jason decides to do an EVP session on that bed, and while we're listening back to the recording, something unbelievable happens.
I just heard a click on the ceiling. Did you see that?
There's two. There's two figures now, Jason. There's one above you,
Whoa.
and then there was another one that
See,
mapped
look at
over
that.
here.
Oh.
Now it's just mapping him again.
I love that we at least caught
Alright, you guys
that
ready?
piece of it.
Yeah, there.
I caught that. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Is
you
there someone in this room with us?
It was funny because on the last episode too, one of the parts I put it in the trailer where the figure's like moving the rocking chair or moving the not rocking chair. What is it? The baby.
Oh, the cradle.
Yeah, the cradle. And you come up there and you're like, hold on, I'm gonna get this just in case the SLS doesn't work.
I'm just so tired of it doing that, man.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Can you tell me what your name is?
What the?
Is this the room where you worked?
Mhm.
What was that?
That just hit me in the jaw.
What was that?
I don't know. What the?
Is this the room where you worked?
What was that?
That just hit me in the jaw.
That was so creepy.
What the? I'm not kidding.
And what's
It
weird
hit
is that
me
we
in
couldn't
the
even see it.
jaw.
I know.
I mean, you can. We know where it is now. It's underneath that little piece of like whatever that is.
I like.
When you go to
I heard
night
it
vision,
bounce
you
off
can
of
see
you,
it like
and
clear
then
as
it landed on
day.
the floor.
Right there, you see it by my foot.
Yep.
Little black speck underneath that stuff. But we didn't see it in the moment.
It says dime. It just said dime.
What if it was a
Patrick.
dime that got thrown at me?
That would have been crazy.
No, it didn't feel like that heavy.
So the weirdest part
It landed
about the rock throwing also is, for some reason, I'm just the person that like smells things quite often. I'm just like, oh, what does this smell like? And I picked up, there was a part that it literally like deleted the freaking camera file. But there's a part where we're standing on a staircase and a stone hits me right in my chest. And it was about like this big. And I pick it up and I smelled it, and it smelled like the woman's perfume.
Yeah.
And then
It
we
was
went back through the house and found like 4 other rocks that were thrown at us, and they all smelled of that exact same smell. And the weirdest part was like outside, like in the house, nowhere we could find any rocks at all. We have no clue where those rocks came from.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Like at least in Donovan Mill, like there was those dirt rooms and everything where there was rocks on the floor, and so we were like justifying like, oh, it must have grabbed a rock over there or whatever. But at this point, we literally were like, what are these just materializing out of thin air? Like it didn't make any sense. It was crazy.
Yeah. That was super creepy.
What is that, dude?
No.
What is that?
Someone said it's because you didn't pay her.
This stuff.
Yeah, it might be.
How the hell
Threw
did
a
it
rock
get
at your face.
I thought it was
is
a
that, a
tooth,
rock?
dude.
I don't know.
Seriously.
or a tooth?
Look at
No,
it.
it's a rock.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it does look like it too.
Well, it hit me here. So, like, literally, it hit me right here. So it came from here.
Or over here.
What's
maybe?
in this? What's in here?
That door.
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
for Colin and everyone else wondering too, we do say prayers before and after we go into every haunted location.
Oh, absolutely.
We take it serious, man. Like I've experienced something following me around before, and I never want that to happen again. So we take it really serious as far as praying and just doing whatever we can. Like we can't say what's real and what's not, and we can't say like, you know, like what life is about and who God is and everything. But we do like what we know from life and experience on, you know, just like saying prayers, talking to the ghosts, telling them to stay there, like whatever we can to keep them away from us when we're done. And so far it's worked. So hopefully it stays that way. But if anything ever does follow us home, we will let you guys know.
Yeah, probably do a whole series on it.
Yeah.
The one and only Bam, thank you for joining the channel. You guys are amazing. Seriously, everybody joining, everybody doing the super chats, becoming a patron, all that stuff. Thank you guys. It's going to help us so much getting out to more locations, getting out to film more episodes. Because we fund everything, guys. Everything is self-funded. So, you know, we don't have a big network paying for everything. It's all coming out of our pockets. So we really, really appreciate you guys.
It got you, man. It got you last time.
And we are going back. Somebody just said make a sequel. We are absolutely going back.
Jason doesn't want to, but we're going back. you would think out of anyone, I was the one that wouldn't want to go back, but Jason, like he really didn't like that sensory deprivation. It freaked him out.
Oh, you know what, Jason or Jeremy? Speaking of his deprivation, so guys, I also did a sensory deprivation in the parlor room there. And like Jeremy was saying, we had hella issues with the cameras. I actually recovered that footage. So I could, if you guys want, I could put up the sensory deprivation that I did in one of those rooms. It's the room right next door to where the staircase is.
I mean, I thought yours was just as interesting, and we had stuff thrown at us at that point too. So
yeah, I might actually do it.
It would be cool to see.
Yeah, I'll probably put that up.
And everyone says yes, yes, yes. And Sabrina goes, "Bring me with you."
Done. Yeah, we'd love to.
That's starting to scare me though, because it's starting to actually hit me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe in the back of the neck, and now it's hitting in the jaw.
Yeah, it hit me at Donovan Mill.
We decided to head
there.
upstairs using the hidden staircase.
Dude, I need to get out of this room. I don't like that room.
That was a washer and dryer in that room, by the way, guys. In that doorway on the left.
You're like, that's not interesting.
I was like, no, it was like Tide Pods and everything.
There was a head.
But I did see something peeking around up there.
Here, look. Can you do that again?
What the fuck was that, dude? I just heard something go. Mm.
Do you hear that up there?
No.
You don't hear the clicking?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
heard that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
jeez.
nuts, dude.
I feel like something is behind me, dude. Size.
Raised.
Casket and raised.
So somebody asked if it was a face. I didn't see an actual face, but I saw something that looked like a head, like a shadow of a head, and it just kind of peeked out. And I was like, whoa. And then right whenever I like noticed it, it like shot away and went down that hallway.
That's terrifying.
Oh, dude, I smell that weird perfume stuff again.
Dude, and you were even smelling it in the air then.
Dude,
Somebody said Jeremy wants to find Peter Pan.
Yeah, down the staircase, yeah. It's like having sear show.
Oh, it's because there's somebody standing there. Did you just follow us up the stairs?
See, what are the odds of that, man?
I can feel it behind me, too.
You're like, I can feel
You
somebody
literally
walking up the
said
stairs
that,
and
now
then they're
there's just a
there.
figure
I
standing
know,
there.
it's crazy.
Fiction.
And it's just, look, that's just a wall right there. Why does it look like one arm is like way higher than the other? Do you?
See, luckily, Jeremy was like on the SLS screen right there, because right there, it looks to me when in the moment, it looked like it was recording, but it wasn't. It had frozen way back down when we were in the other
Yeah.
room. So luckily you put the camera on it.
You
Hey,
hear that?
Yeah.
And also, I see a lot of people saying they want to go to this mansion. It's a bed and breakfast, guys. So as soon as like this pandemic's settled down and we're able to travel and go places, if you guys want to go here and do your own investigation or stay there for a night, you can, because it's a bed and breakfast. So just book it, book it online, whatever, and go stay there. It's insane. So like, if you really want to go, it's insane, and go see for yourself. Definitely like one of the most active places I've ever been around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And funny story. People probably don't even realize this, but the lady who owns the Cobb Mansion, she also owns the Silver Queen Hotel. So it's the same. It's the same
I didn't
lady.
know that.
Yeah. So you can actually end up doing both. You can do the Silver Queen Hotel and the Cobb Mansion.
There we go. Keep her in business.
Are you safe or you hurt? Why did it sounded like someone was clawing up the stairs?
Yep. What was that?
It sounded like it was in here though.
Oh, dude. It's coming near us over here. Oh, man.
What was that? What was that?
This? Was it that? Or is that fuzz?
It's fuzz. Yeah. It's fuzz.
It sounded like it was something similar.
Oh God.
What?
Jason was standing right when you walked in, it was right behind
Oh,
you.
my gosh. This is where I heard the noise earlier in this room.
Camera.
Are you behind the guy with the camera?
Yep.
I heard something behind me.
Yeah. It was literally right behind you.
No, I mean back here. That's why I turned around.
Yeah.
That's where it was coming from, by that sink, man. I heard.
Yeah.
Remember, I hear breathing, and then you hear like another like hiss or breathing.
I heard a deep voice behind yours, man. It was super creepy. Something about this room. This was like full of audio. Like there was a ton of audio evidence captured in this room. And funny enough, like 2 weeks before or 3 weeks before we filmed this, I slept in that room.
You got some balls of steel, man. I mean, if I didn't know anything about this place, I probably could have slept in there. But if I did this investigation and then you were like, sleep in this room, I'd be like, no, you can fuck right off. I'm never doing that.
Hell to the no. Somebody said do the Bunny Ranch. Yeah, absolutely. And Mustang Ranch. Guys, we're telling any place that's supposed to be haunted will be there.
Somebody said, can I see your hair?
Who?
Go for it, Pat. Somebody just said, can I see your guys' hair?
You want to see our hair?
What was that?
I don't know.
Get Sean Cassidy up in here.
I know, right?
Kind of
Okay, young Tom Petty.
And then look, what happened? Are you still on the staircase? Home. No, it's not nothing to anybody down here.
I just wonder what was thrown at us.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't find anything.
I know. Sounded like significant enough to be able to see,
Yeah.
Brace.
Brace?
Quarantine.
I got the urge. I got the urge for herbal.
Anything, Bubby? Something just touched my head and there's something standing on the bed.
Welcome, Night
Oh,
Ninja.
man. Let's
Said
move
he
it
just
this way.
subbed to us.
Ooh, and there it goes.
Night Ninja.
What's that?
What did you hear?
No, I saw. It looked like something went by outside this window.
Carpet.
That's so creepy.
Pillow.
That was creepy because that doesn't even lead to like,
Little.
Anything.
yeah, it's just like a 30-foot drop to the ground.
On the carpet.
That would be terrifying.
That would be weird.
Should I do EVP session?
Woo! Emma, y'all are better than Zach Baggins. That's a huge compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What is it?
We've only got a year on us too.
Patrick for a second.
It sounded like it said Patrick.
I know, that would have freaked me.
Dude, just imagine like what this is going to be in like 15 years when we're on our like 23rd season.
Someone said, "Uh-oh, a dare may happen Wait, a dare with cutting hair may happen. Watch out, Jeremy.
It sounded like
Don't do that to me, guys.
Yeah.
That's a couple times now. It's said things, but not said it.
Yeah.
Amber, thank you for the super chat.
Say
Amazing,
murder?
amazing.
Worm.
It's just saying, please wait.
Solo.
Solo?
Patrick is business and Jeremy is party.
Is there anybody in here with us? I'm hot right now.
Yeah,
Dude, how do you guys know us so well already? It's crazy.
Like,
I know.
uncomfortably warm.
I don't know. I do some party too.
Yeah, you
Jeremy
definitely do some party.
It's not moving. There's no hot air.
Look, Pat's surrounded by gold satin sheets.
Are you
Dude,
making
you
it
guys-
hot in
You
here?
guys are so funny tonight.
I know you guys are awesome.
It's like static feeling behind me.
Look, Julie said she's a hairstylist, but
Man,
unfortunately out of work right now.
I'll sink.
Come on up.
yeah, bring a hazmat suit and I'll give you all the work.
Seeds.
Did you hear
She'd
that?
give us a haircut.
And you can cut this whole town's fucking hair
Does
tonight.
it sound like breathing?
Literally.
No, kind of. It sounded
Okay.
like sighing breathing. Right there.
Kristen, thank you so much for the super chat.
No, I heard someone taking breaths over here. Like
Footsteps above
a
us.
minute ago.
Who is that?
Podcast?
Leanne, you're
There's
amazing.
another voice behind your voice right there. It was dark, like deep sounding right here.
Breaths over here. Like
Footsteps
Wait,
above us.
Mike Nuss?
breaths over here. Like
Footsteps above
a
us.
minute ago.
Do you hear you?
Is there
Did you
anybody
you
in
watched
there
it
with
with
us?
headphones on? Didn't you, Jeremy?
I'm hot.
Yeah.
That voice. It was like.
Hold on. This guy, Mike Nuss, he goes, Jeremy can party. He probably doesn't even remember me. Do I actually know you or were you making a joke? Because that's funny either way.
We probably do though. Work with me, Patrick. Pacific Vape. Done. What do you want to work?
Woo.
Yo, Patrick, podcast. Oh, that's what he said up there. Podcast.
Yeah, you want the podcast.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Let's do it.
Look, Chuck says Jeremy ruined the investigation, had to leave early. We'll chat about this. So Jeremy drove almost 8 hours that night to be in that location. And when he got there, he literally jumped right into investigating. So, and we had been investigating for about 6 hours by the time we got to that staircase. So,
Well,
and I was
and
going
all-
on about 12 hours of filming.
also, there's like over an hour of footage from that staircase that got deleted out of the camera. Like the ghost turned the camera off to like suck energy. And when we turned it back on, the whole memory card was wiped.
Yep.
So it may have looked like we were on that staircase for 10 minutes and then I pussed out and left, but we were doing an investigation on that staircase for like an hour and a half. And
At least.
the whole time we were like having things thrown, hearing voices, having things touch us. And so by the end of that, like, you know, somebody can only take so much on 2 hours of sleep and a 7.5 hour drive. But I'm not even going to lie. Like Patrick and Jason definitely have a little more courage than I do. But, you know, most of the time I can get myself to do it. But at that particular moment, I definitely pussed out.
Yeah, but I mean, we were all done. I had been there since like noon filming B-roll, and it was way past. I mean, it was probably 3 o'clock in the morning at that point. So I was, going on 13, 14 hours of filming. So I was tired too. We were all pretty tired. See, that's the other thing too, guys, is that the way that I edit it, I mean, it looks like everything happens really fast and it's only like 30 minutes or an hour or so. But this, I mean, it's like sometimes 8, 9, 10 hours of footage that gets, edited down into an episode. So plus we have to leave you wanting more, right? I mean, if at the end of the episode you're just like, oh, whatever, that was okay, then you wouldn't watch the next one. You know what I mean? You'd be like,
Yeah.
I want every episode when it ends, you guys are like, no.
No, but for real, I mean, I tried my absolute hardest to make it to the end. And I'll be honest, like most of you guys, once you went in there, that shit is a lot scarier than it looks on camera because you're experiencing it in real life. You know, you walk in there kind of skeptic every time, even though you've seen it 100 times. every time something gets thrown, it's unbelievable every time. And so, you know, it's just one of those things. Like when you're there, that shit, it's pretty crazy, you know. And like that, like it gets to a point where you almost feel panicky because you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. I literally can't even see this thing. It's talking to me and throwing rocks and like moving things and flipping lights on and off and or whatever, you know. And like that part of it is definitely like it gets in your head. So,
Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. But you're absolutely right. Peter says do a video on all of our bloopers. You guys will probably unsubscribe. So what is wrong with these guys? All right, let's jump back in.
Like uncomfortably warm. And if you look up at the ceiling, they've got a piece of tape that shows you when the air is on. It's not moving. There's no hot air coming in right now. Do you feel anything, Jason? No. Something just went into your head over there. From about where the mirror is, straight into your head.
I hear it, man.
So creepy.
Did you hear that? Did you hear it?
No.
Listen. Did you hear it, Jason?
No.
Listen. Listen. No, kind of. It sounded like. Listen. Listen. That.
I still don't hear it.
Did you hear that? You don't hear that? Listen.
Rewind it. Let me hear it with my ear.
Listen.
Let me hear it with my ear.
What? Do you feel
Instead of my
anything, Jason?
eyeball.
Right after I say into your head over there.
I don't want to hear it with my nostril. Let me use my ear.
No, I'm fine.
Oh my goodness.
That. Did you hear that? Listen. And I call it.
Does it sound like breathing?
No,
was like,
kind of.
Frank, thank you for the super chat.
Like
Hashtag balls of steel.
Sir. Right there.
Yeah, it's deep in there, but it's there.
Yeah, that was weird.
Who is sighing?
I seen it with my eyeball.
Wait.
I synced it. My eyeball. This voice creeps me out.
Were you sighing? Were you sighing?
It's a sentence.
Were you sighing? Name beckon England?
Ahead.
Is that one of the owners in the photos?
It's one.
Near.
It's like one of the guys who was pretty influential in Comstock. Lucius Beebe. Did you guys hear that? No.
Right when you were like Lucas, like started to say
Lucius,
stuff,
Lucas.
I heard that noise again.
What?
It was in my headphone.
Time.
He's. Oh, I thought this was Time magazine.
That was crazy.
Somebody commented that Life and Time magazine are the same thing.
Well, it looks like the same logo.
Yeah.
Lucius Beebe.
And then what?
That's
Right
really
here, what
weird.
were you?
Raised.
Because you walk over there like, wait a second.
Calm.
What did you
Yeah,
think
me too.
happened?
Lucius, is that you?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah, I heard something like walking behind me. In the hall? You mean when I turn in the hallway and I go back there?
No, it's like. No, it's like coming up. You like go at the picture. You're like, wait a second.
I said which.
Oh, weird.
Should we go in the?
Hold. Halo.
Oh, maybe it already passed.
All right.
Dude,
I just got like
That was so weird, and the orb flies out of my back.
Yeah, I literally saw it go by, and you felt it go up your shirt.
I saw something go from your back to the stair.
it literally felt like something was in my shirt.
Yeah. It seriously went over to the staircase just then.
It
I'm
was a
not
frisky
even kidding you.
ghost.
What was
Look,
that?
that's the
Something
first
I
one.
found.
What was that?
Was that downstairs?
No, it landed on the stairs and rolled down the stairs.
To me, it sounded like a roll came up the stairs.
This argument is
It
hilarious.
sounded like a lamp.
Huh?
Our back and forth right there. You're like, to me, it sounds like it goes up the stairs. And I'm like, no, it sounds like it goes from the top and goes down. And you were like, no, but seriously, it sounds like it goes from the bottom and rolls up. So funny.
Oh, Jeremy, we had our first fight.
Hit it by his feet and then rolled down.
To me, it sounded like it came from here and came up.
No, I'm wondering if. Oh,
Was it the stairs creaky?
oh, dude.
It just said pin.
Oh, you did that?
No.
Yeah, don't pin me up in this bitch.
Don't pin me up in this bitch.
What the dude? I just saw a whole body right there
That's
In the
where we
in the room.
saw
Yeah.
that figure on the right side too.
On camera or with your eyes?
No, with
What's that?
That figure that we catch later on the right side of this doorway. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You're like on the stairs and you pan up and there's a split second where you can see the figure I'm talking about again, like on the right side of this doorway. And
Mhm.
it's tall as hell, dude.
Yeah. No, I remember because it was like up to like almost where the door frame is at the top of the door, like just
Yeah.
a few inches shorter.
eyes,
And it-
man.
It just said kiss.
Dude, I'm like, I gotta go down the stairs. This is freaking me out.
I don't see anything down here, guys.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that, dude?
What?
What the hell was
Did
that?
you hear? It sounded like somebody run in that room. Did
That
you
was
hear
creepy.
that?
I did, yeah.
It was so creepy.
and then the flagpole gets smacked right there.
What was
Oh,
that?
that was so weird, dude.
Whoa.
What was that?
I don't know.
Where was that?
It sounded like
It sounded like it was
metal or
behind
something.
you.
It sounded like metal too, like
No,
those
it- yeah.
flagpoles or something.
It did.
More metal.
Oh my god!
Was it the
sounded
flagpole?
like those Flagpoles. Dude, lift up that one of those flagpoles. And
What was that?
So like nonstop.
Right up overhead.
Yeah. Are you?
right here, dude?
Yeah. Are you here right now? Are you? I know that you're here right now.
Are you here right now? I know that you're here right now.
Whoa. Whoa, that wasn't.
Was that it?
My
I
face.
don't think so.
I just heard it again. It sounded like this one. Like if this just went
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yep.
D.
Oh, shit.
So crazy, man.
I just heard a voice right there.
I know.
I just heard. Did you
I heard
figure
a
out what
voice.
it
I
sounded
know.
Did you
like?
hear the other voices? Too?
No.
It sounded like it laughed.
Are you laughing at us?
Dude,
And laughed, dude. It laughed again right there whenever stuff got crazy.
it was weird too because you can't hear it on camera. But remember, we heard like it sounded like fingers were just brushing the piano strings inside of the piano.
Oh yeah.
It sounded like something was lightly going fring, fring, like on the piano strings, and we were like, "What the fuck is that, dude?"
Yeah. That was super creepy.
Enjoy messing with us?
Human.
Can you make another noise? Was that upstairs?
What? That was upstairs. Did you hear that?
Again?
Female. I heard a female. Like,
That's what it sounded like laughed a second ago. It was like,
let's go. Where are you right now?
Let's go.
oh my gosh. Man. I can feel something's behind
Dan,
me.
No.
for real, he goes, "Ghosts always got to do the random creepiest stuff, man, like the piano strings."
For real though. They're like,
Dude.
what can I do that would really creep them out?
Yeah, like if I was a ghost, I would definitely do that for fun, though, wouldn't you? Like if you were just stuck in this house and you couldn't leave, and like people came to try to investigate you, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck these people's life up right now.
Just throw stuff at them and then
Like, yeah, like the ghost just gets hammered every night and fucks with people in the Cobb mansion.
It's all what gives them the heebie-jeebies, man.
Elena, thank you for the super chat. Amazing.
You can find what it threw at us earlier.
I know.
It's frustrating.
Talking.
It's weird. All of a sudden, like all the nausea and everything went away. Did you feel that at all?
Julie, thank you for the super chat. She said, I felt like from the beginning someone was trying to tell their story about working there and the people who caused their affliction
So
or caused her.
to answer that, like 100%, the whole night we picked up on two spirits the most. One was a lady and one was a man. And in both Patrick's and Jason's sensory deprivation, like whenever the woman's voice would come through, this man's voice would come through super loud, and then the woman's voice would be like faint in the background. And it happened on both of their sensory deprivations. Like they both said it while they had the headphones on. And it was really weird because later on it told us that like the woman voice was trying to tell us that she got pushed down those stairs and murdered. And then the whole time she was trying to get that story out, there was a male voice that keeps overriding her, and like almost like he was trying to like keep her from telling her story. And so that's we were paying attention to that a lot, and we try out, like, especially for me, like when I go talk to spirits and stuff, I really want to try to get a story that makes sense, obviously, you know, because it's more believable even for myself as an investigator, like that it's an actual like intellectual entity talking to us, you know. So it was weird. There's definitely a hard story, and we didn't have enough time, I don't think, to get the full thing out, and that's why we want to go back so we can get a little more of that story.
Yeah, now we're armed with some information that we didn't know before, and so now we can go back and really tailor our questions and things to help and see if we can make contact with that same spirit again.
Some noise behind me.
What was that?
I don't know.
It felt like something
Tugged on your.
right there, just like stepped right next to me.
Yep.
It was true.
Like heavy.
Sebastian said, "Greeting from the Netherlands. Wife is snoring like hell." Thank you for the super chat.
To me, it looked like your jeans moved. Like it looked like something tugged on your
It was
jeans.
literally
Even
right here. I could feel it with my foot as the floor shifted underneath it because someone stepped next to me.
It's weird because earlier that off was said heavy like 5 times or
is
something.
it still going off in my pocket?
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
I just heard a piano note.
Yep.
No way.
You did not.
I just
I
heard a
thought that's
piano
what it
Like
was,
note.
Jason,
but
you did not.
It almost like sounded like,
You can hear it on the video.
but
It's
no,
crazy.
it's like the very top. It almost like.
You did not.
Did you hear that?
You hear it?
Yep. It's so weird.
Oh my god, it gets really cold right here.
It's really heavy right here.
It does. It almost feels like the air is thicker too.
Yeah. Oh, is the audio okay? Are we cutting out at all?
We're good.
They just said aunt.
Aunt?
Yeah.
Huh.
Really bad, like electric shocks.
Yeah, I feel it.
It made my shoulder even twitch.
Oh, yep. Strong energy up here, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had no idea how strong it was.
Just smelled that smell again too. It's like musty. Got the air on up here.
How do you turn that off?
Cologne. It smells like cologne.
I see somebody ask how long, like how much time passed since I said play the note to when we heard that. And that was probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And Wanda, I just lived in Washington State for the past 4 years where it's never sunny, so that's why I'm pale.
We're working on it.
I'm working on my tan.
Yeah, like musty, like grandpa cologne. What's up? Did you see something?
Felt something.
Whoa. What the hell is that?
was that?
Oh, I don't know. It felt like a
Whoa.
I think Oliver's scared.
strange.
Oh, it's Oliver.
He's like, Dad, I don't like this episode.
Walked through here a couple times, but it felt like all the bookshelves were like shifting.
Sit down.
Someone said, "What the hell is Grandpa cologne?"
See? Nothing. Yeah. Look.
It's the cologne that comes in the little like classic cars.
Yeah, it did it like 3 times.
Right? Whoa, what was that? What was
That's
that?
creepy,
No
dude.
clue, man. I feel like one of those bookshelves is gonna come
I think
out.
that
And see, you said that you think the ladder just moved, and I
What
saw
was
people
that? I don't
saying that it
know.
might be like that you nudged it, but if you hit it, it would have moved the other way.
Man, I feel like one of those bookshelves.
Yeah, but not only that, like hearing that sound and everything, I would have justified it with my elbow or my leg or anything if I would have felt it.
ladder just moved.
Check it. Look,
Right?
see,
Whoa, what was that?
see, it moves like at you,
Right?
not away from you.
Yeah, like the right side gets lifted.
I heard it like a
I don't know.
click
It's
on the
weird.
side.
Did you just move this?
Yep, there's a big.
Rachel,
there was a
thank you
big
for the
energy
super
radiation.
chat. You are amazing.
What's it saying?
On.
The last thing it said was down.
Dude, there was literally like that giant spirit was on the ladder right there in front of you. Back. It's punching the ladder. Now it's gone. Now it's back.
It was punching the left.
It's literally like
It
going
was.
crazy.
Punching the left.
It's literally like going crazy.
You hear that?
Yep.
Probably just said crystal too.
This room doesn't feel so bad, but that hallway
Yeah.
is
I feel
heavy.
safe in that hallway.
Yeah.
honestly. It felt like those bookshelves were gonna fall on us.
It's punching the ladder. It's punching the ladder.
It was.
Right there.
Yep.
That was a noise, right?
If you're down there, can you come up and move this ladder?
Oh,
You said like 4 curse words there, Jeremy.
something right here behind me.
I don't want to take the camera off the ladder.
That ladder was sitting like that before we caught it for like over an hour, right?
Oh yeah, probably
It
close
was
to
like
2
a
hours.
couple hours, yeah.
Yeah. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. You're amazing.
It wouldn't take very much at all for that ladder to come falling. Can you move that ladder? It sounded like you had a. What's that guy's name?
Paul.
Paul. It said Paul.
It
The
did.
populace said Paul like a few
Records.
seconds
It said
ago.
records. And then Paul.
You know what's creepy too is like I saw a bunch of people commenting that it said Paul, Jack, and Jim. Like
Yep.
it could say Patrick, Jason, and Jeremy. So it picked the closest names.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is an investor toolbox. What in the hell? Can you move this? And look, like you jumped, like it's not gonna fall.
Terrible.
And then somebody said that they thought the ladder was at a different angle. So once we left here, like it was at the same angle. I mean, there's like over an hour of footage of just the ladder, and it doesn't move an inch,
Terrifies me, man.
just like that.
We head back downstairs to continue the investigation, and once I review this footage, realize we captured something unbelievable.
That book is so creepy, man.
Dude, that's unreal.
I can't believe that. It's insane.
See, because look at the ladder. So that like it's literally at the same
Footage, realize we
Yeah,
captured
yeah.
like that
unbelievable.
shot right there into that shot. I mean, that's literally like an almost 2 hours of time difference right there, and it's in the same spot. But what's really creepy is that book stops. What's weird is that it should have fallen out right there, but it looks like something
so weird, dude. That's my first thought when I saw it. I'm like, how the fuck did the book stop?
Yeah,
because it's leaning off of the shelf at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, let alone how the fuck did the book come out by it goddamn self?
Yeah, exactly.
What's really strange about this is that the book hovers in place for several minutes before falling to the ground.
Like, what
So
was holding
creepy,
it
man.
that whole time?
Also, where the hell did the other books come from that weren't there earlier? You know, I never even noticed that.
Yeah, exactly. So I went back through and watched the footage, like all of it, and
There was
no
no
other books. Yeah, no other books fall from here or here. So unless it came from like one of these cubbies that we just can't see right here or something, or just like slid across the floor, I don't know. But on the footage itself, it never showed another book falling.
It's
just
so
that.
weird because at the beginning of the night, there's no books on the floor, and if you look at the later footage, there's more. There's like 3 books on the floor.
Yeah, when we come up the stairs right here, look.
It's so weird.
And when we head back
See, like right there, there's
There's
one,
books on the
2.
floor.
Yeah.
upstairs to get this night vision camera, we find out that whatever's up here wasn't finished yet.
See, like you see how there's books like right here,
Yeah,
and actually this book looks like these books, so maybe it just slid off
had
off
to.
right there. Yeah, I didn't notice that these are the same as this one, so maybe these must have slid this way.
But that one that's like wide open, that looks like it fell from above and then like fell on its face and split. You know, it's weird.
It does. Yeah, I don't know.
Strange, man.
That is very weird. Now we know to put like 100 cameras up there.
Right?
Super disoriented right there. Like the same feeling I was feeling on the stairs. I'm getting that again.
So this ladder's been standing here for like 2+ hours at this point.
Yeah, at least.
And as soon as they come back up, it's so weird. And Patrick, you're not even close to it.
Whoa! Dude, it fell.
No.
It fell. Ooh.
And see, I react
The
because
moaning, dude. The moaning.
Yeah, I react because I thought I heard the moan, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And then I freak out because when I turn the light, I can see through the camera, through the camera's screen that the ladder was moving at me.
So scary. That moan is terrifying.
I know. I want to hear it again.
It fell. Whoa!
It's like the scariest part.
Yeah.
Whoa! Dude, it fell. It fell.
That sounds so crazy, man. It's so loud.
Yeah.
Whoa!
It almost sounds like something's crashing the way it goes too. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, like someone's doing the noise of like an airplane crashing.
Yeah. And I thought like maybe it was like a piece of metal like scraping against, you know what I mean? Like if it was scraping it on the way down, but it's not, dude. It's just not it.
Someone said it sounds like a whale.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, some books with it. I am not feeling good right now.
I was standing right here.
No, I'm like the second we came up here, I've been feeling very uneasy.
We head downstairs to start the sensory deprivation experiment, but before the cameras were even rolling, Jason sees something that absolutely terrifies him.
Guys were walking up the stairs through sensory deprivation.
It was literally standing at that door.
And when he first, because we weren't rolling on any cameras, guys, but when he turned that corner, he freaked out and came running back. And then we grabbed a camera to start rolling. And he was just like, it was standing right there. It was standing right there.
And it was 8 feet tall, he said.
On the stairs.
Yeah.
Sensory deprivation sits in the middle on the middle of the stairs. Or should Jeremy do that one?
There was a
I'm like,
legit
hell no.
just standing right
Nope.
here. I'm sorry. It was literally just standing right here, as clear as day.
It's ice
It just said Jack again.
Dude, it's
As
so
soon as you
cold
said
right
that,
here.
you said there was a black figure standing right here. It says Jack. And it's probably the fourth time it said that tonight.
Oh,
The
shit.
same name. It said Jim, Jack, and Paul at least 4 or 5 times
Jim,
each.
Jack, and Paul.
That
Trying to
was
say our names.
frightening. I don't know if I want to do this
Do
now.
the sensory deprivation right here.
Oh, God.
So much props to Jason for doing this, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially being that scared before you even go into it. Like,
In that corner.
I was like, mad respect, dude.
Here. I'm gonna go get them. Like, I got full body chills right now. Like, can barely handle it, full body chills.
How tall was it?
Did you hear that just now?
Mm-hmm.
That was in here.
It was?
Yeah.
It's funny, before we even got on here earlier, something crashed behind you.
Yeah.
And you were like, did you hear that shit?
Like, by,
Haunted pool house.
and I turned
Yeah.
that corner, it was just standing there. Like, pretty much like that.
Did it
A little shorter.
did it like disappear or what? Or did you just look away?
I took off. I took a step back immediately.
Here's the spirit.
He was like, hell no.
Here's the man. Mindful.
Like, my mouth is dry now. Right here.
No, go halfway up.
Been brutal, man. Right here.
Yeah, that looks good.
Like, I'm shaking.
What the fuck is that? Chasm?
Cesium or something?
Oh, did I forget to leave out a curse word?
What is that, Chisholm? So funny.
Hang on in the dark. Give me a
Such
second.
a funny word.
You got your phone.
It was funny in that moment too. We were like, what?
Chasm.
Oh, that's the heater. That's the heater. Jeez. Scared the ever living hell out of me.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
I mean, just looking down this hallway into that room, these stairs terrified me. All right.
It's weird. Like, you and I can feel it the whole time that was something that was in that room.
Yeah.
You're doing it like
Because I kept saying go down there and you were like, hell no.
Yeah, and you were seeing it dance around like fucking Peter Pan all night.
let's take turns doing one right here.
First time I've ever seen a shadow figure like looking straight at it.
Yeah, that was nuts. It was like we just ignored Jason. We weren't ignoring him, guys, but the point of sensory deprivation is to not have contact with anybody. So at any point, he could have just pulled off the mask, pulled out the headphones, and just been like, "This is too much." But he knew that it was eliciting activity, and so he was just like, he stayed in it. Props to him for staying in as long as he did.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't have been able to make it that long. But because he did, or because of that, I feel that's what fueled all of the gear shutting off, and then ultimately capturing a absolutely amazing shadow figure.
And for us, like, I've seen shadow figures out of the corner of my eye, but I've never sat and looked at a shadow figure walk around a room. Like we both were seeing that, and so both of us, like, it was pretty hard to focus on anything else because we're like, holy shit, we're watching something for the first time in our lives right now.
Mm-hmm. Look, said on a date with Patrick, and I would say, "Did you hear that?" That's probably true.
Someone earlier said we need to make a shirt that says, "Did you hear that?" with a ghost farting next to it.
Yes.
Solid spot there.
I don't feel good.
Oh, we did treat him after the investigation for sure.
What was that squeak?
God, that was a weird sound.
That was a weird sound.
I said I don't want to do this right now.
I don't blame you.
Oh man,
Blindfold on.
I so don't want to do this right now.
so much respect, dude.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Callie.
Nope, I sure didn't like that hallway, James.
And there's blue at the bottom. This thing.
Yeah, it was mapping something cold below his feet.
So weird.
Are you on the staircase?
How many of you are here?
And here, male voice.
Saturn.
And here?
I mean, it says it's so funny when we try to make the sounds again. Like we're like, it sounded like.
Yeah, Melissa, that moment is the most scared I've seen Jason as well. Like,
Oh,
to
yeah.
this day.
For sure.
Who
For
did
sure.
you lose contact with?
And Aaron, yes,
Can you come up?
for the next 3 days after this mansion, we went and investigated three other incredibly haunted places.
Yeah.
So as scared as I was also in lack of sleep, and I mean, I'm gonna keep doing this until we figure out what it is. You know, I mean, it's just the curiosity that keeps you going.
Yeah, very true.
Jason?
15.
Wow. Are you behind Jason right now? It's not even mapping him anymore.
Closer, male voice.
Dude, was that it? Did you see it right then? I didn't even notice this. Look in the doorway right there. Watch.
It's
Yeah,
not
I know.
even-
I was watching it the whole time we were standing there, like
Right
something
there.
moving.
You see it?
Yeah.
I never even noticed that.
Not feeling good right now.
I just heard a footstep and I just saw a shadow move back behind him right there.
Oh my god, I just moved again, dude. On top of the stairwell.
It's so weird because I see something like walk down the stairs and you can't see it on video. It's so weird.
He's all right.
Is Jason all right?
Did you just see that?
No, but I heard something up there.
Something just went in front of the grid right there.
You're right, male voice.
And
Was
keep in
that
mind,
you,
guys, Jason
Paul,
can't
or
hear
Jack
us.
or Jim?
That's the whole point of this.
Male voice couldn't make it out.
Sam?
Sam?
Is it Sam?
There's like background chatter.
Is there 15 of you?
It's like two people talking, but like muffled in the background, like a. It's in the static.
There's multiple times where I see that figure,
There's
man.
a female voice in there. Male voice, another.
What?
This goes thing. Right as he said another.
Another thing?
Is there 15 of you here?
I just felt like a cold breeze
Good night,
come
Frank.
past my face right there.
I said factors.
Relationship, male voice.
Whoa. Relationship. What was that, you?
What?
There's like things moving down there.
Yeah, that's what I saw a second ago.
Is that you moving down in the room?
Something yelled out kind of loud.
Oh, so creepy.
Kind.
Dude, I thought I just
Super
saw
creepy.
something right there.
And we are going to
you-
investigate in Arizona, the Jerome Hotel. That place is unbelievable.
Oh,
That's not
yes.
too far. That's not too far from you.
No, far from you.
Yeah, not too far from me either. So yeah, we need to make it down there. Absolutely.
I have resources in Arizona too, so that'll be an easy trip for us.
Awesome. Yeah, we need to do that. And thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy.
Angry male voice.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
What are you angry at?
I feel like there's something right here. I keep feeling
He said should.
a
Because I feel like there's something right here.
coldness.
Are you angry with us?
Did you hear that? I heard a man's voice just say, go. Did you not hear that from up there? I heard it went, go.
There's a female voice in the background, not as loud as the male voice.
Poor sweet Jason.
Did you hear that footstep behind me?
I really hope that was one of you.
Nope. That was weird.
And see, that had already started freaking out.
Dude, there's somebody in that room. Go down there.
It does that when it loses power, guys. It'll flash like that because it wants to recalibrate.
Oh,
Did you just see it?
That's Patrick,
I watched,
right?
No,
Patrick,
I
right?
just watched it come down the
Did you
stairs,
see
man.
that?
I just watched it come down the
Patrick,
stairs,
right?
Patrick.
No.
No. I just watched it come downstairs, Patrick.
Dude, that
Something
was
just
so weird.
touched my hand.
Turn.
It wasn't the wall.
Dude, is somebody in that room?
Yep.
Is somebody in that room?
hope
I was
it
like-
wasn't
There's no
Walk
one there.
halfway down.
I'm
the
in
room.
total denial. I'm like, no, there's no one in there, Patrick.
I just saw a shadow in that room.
male voice. Couldn't make it out. I will, male voice.
What will you do?
Chair.
Chair. Why is that beam all f***ed up there?
Yeah, remember it was all
I
messed
just
up. It was
felt-
all smudged.
Yeah,
A
dude.
footstep right there.
Yeah, that beam looks like
Something coming down the
wide.
stairs.
Yeah, that was really weird, actually.
You see that? It looks like
What did
it's.
they say? What did you see, Jeremy? Describe what you saw come down there.
So, yeah, when that coldness passes Jason and we're all freaking out, I literally saw the shadow figure from the back room walk down the stairs, like the whole like full body apparition of like the shadow figure walking down on the side of Jason where he's freaking out, like literally in this scene right here. By the way, look into the back room. Do you guys see a full figure right there where you have it paused?
Where?
Do you like?
Right here?
Yeah. Do you see like a head and shoulders right there? Like right in the
Oh, I
middle of
do
the
see-
doorway. Right in the middle of the doorway. There's
Right
like a
here?
head and shoulders. Yep.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Shoulder, head.
That's creepy, dude.
Yeah.
That beam.
Yeah. Dude,
Are you?
I feel like a breeze of coldness.
Is that Patrick?
what do you see?
I just saw literal,
My throat is
like a
killing
whole
me.
being walk by
I
in
see
that.
it in person.
The night vision, this just died.
Guys, the battery that
It's
we
so
use.
scary, man.
Yeah, the battery that we use on that like specific night vision, like the IR light, it would last for like
Weeks.
days.
Probably
Weeks.
weeks, honestly.
Yeah, we honestly probably weeks, but days for sure. So for it to die like after 30 minutes of use at that point, unreal. And then a camera dies right next to it.
Everything's dying
Oh,
right now.
hey, guys.
Everything's dying.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm trying to get Jason out of there.
There was like a scream. Oh, God.
Let's go. Let's go.
Do you see
Look
moving?
at it, man. It's so creepy.
It's so weird, man.
Let's go.
Do you see moving?
Yep.
This
Oh,
just,
God, please.
Let's go. Let's go.
come on.
Let's go, guys. Let's get the,
Dude.
guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
I'm so scared, dude. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? I've never seen a shadow figure in my life. Like, it scared the living shit out of me, dude. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty terrifying. It really,
Especially because
really was.
everything died right before we saw it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go. Let's go.
do you see moving?
Yep.
There was like a scream.
I like how you're like, yep.
Yep. Let's go.
And guys, it's crazy because there's no light source in that room.
At
The,
all.
the only light source that was in where we're standing was on the camera that I was holding
That
that
went
died,
out.
and the other one was on the camera next to it that was shooting the GS2, the grid sensor, and that
turned
one they actually.
completely off.
Yeah, well, the IR light, I turned it off because I didn't want it to go into night vision because it was shooting the screen of the GS2. So I just had that one rolling just normal. The only other light that's downstairs at that moment, you can see in the doorway right here, there was an IR light in this room, but it was had a
Pointing
camera.
the opposite direction.
Yeah, it was. That's the reason we can see it, is because it was facing the opposite direction. It was recording the table in that room. So there's no way that a shadow would come on this back wall right here, because there's no light in that room. So whatever that was technically darker than dark.
Black matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Do you see moving?
Yep.
This
Oh,
just
God, please. Let's go.
That's when I was like, I need to grab his hand.
Let's get
dude.
guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude.
Oh god.
Oh, hold on.
Guys, it just touched my. Oh god.
Hold on.
Touches my hand too.
Hold on. Take a breath.
Seriously.
It
Take a
touches
breath.
my
It's
side
okay.
right here too.
Patrick, that looked like Peter Pan, dude. Like straight up, like the shadow running across the wall.
It really did, man.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay. Deep breath. Nothing's gonna hurt us. Nothing can hurt us.
Okay.
We're stronger than anything in here. Nothing in here
Was
has
there a
any
scream?
power.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear it. Nothing has any power of us.
were
You did
warned.
not scare us. You just startled us. Okay, so get this. We saw something move.
I got. Hold on. Glance.
Yep.
We got a glance of you.
Hey,
Okay. All right.
what are you doing?
You all right?
Oh, that was not fun.
Yeah. My heart's pounding. I just witnessed the weirdest thing of my entire life. That was the weirdest moment I've ever seen.
This light came back on.
It like clicked back on.
I did the same time.
Yeah, literally like three things. This light died, that camera died,
And the other thing,
the
I feel like
GS2.
breathing the breath out of me right now. It's crazy.
Dude, that's creepy when you said that. I feel like something's ripping the breath out of me right now.
Dude, that happens. Dude, that happens on one of our newer investigations too. It's so scary.
why are you doing that?
It's that think.
Do you hear that?
Something moved up there. Come on. You got something to say? You got something to say?
Dude, I was like
Scared
fired up,
away.
man.
No, he's not scared of you. You just startled him. Are you trying to hurt people? Okay, out there.
I want to fight Ghost. Sabrina.
What was that, dude? Pretty shook. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to. There's something under us. Measure.
This is where it knocks the spirit box out of his
Okay.
hand.
Who's that?
You can
What was
feel it walking up the stairs, like under the stairs. It was so weird.
Yeah. That was super creepy.
It just knocked this from my hand.
Hey guys.
I was holding it and I thought you like kicked me because it just like ripped from my hand.
No.
Hey guys. I need to leave, dude. I need to leave right now.
Fuck that, dude.
And why did you need to leave, Jeremy? Again, guys, if you're
I'm
watching,
tired. No, I'm just
drove 8 hours in the car to get to this location. Then we investigated for probably about 6 hours to this point. And I had been filming since about noon that day. So 13, 14 hours of investigating. By this point, we were exhausted. But this is where the video ends. We actually investigated for probably another hour and a half, 2 hours after this. And we had so much issues with the cameras and everything that the footage actually wiped itself. And I'm actually trying to like get back and restore some of the footage. And I managed to restore when I did a sensory deprivation down in this room. So if you walk down the stairs right here, guys, and you circle around, this is a door to the room. But that other door, you can go around it and into this other parlor room. And I did a sensory deprivation in that room, and I'm gonna post that one if you guys want to
so
see it,
crazy.
and say thank you for the.
Yeah, will you guys come with me, please?
Will you come with me? I felt like a 6-year-old right there.
Why did that? Oh God, that scared me.
It said March. It's just that March.
Post it to the Patreon. That's a good idea, Aaron.
Woo, man.
That was nuts.
One of the scariest nights of my life.
And we've done some pretty scary stuff.
Oh my gosh. Just wait till you guys see the new episodes.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, Jackson House is going to be the first one up. And then we're going to do the Hotel Eureka, which is just an abandoned, so on the street level, guys, it's just an abandoned restaurant with
Fucking
like,
Poltergeist Central is what it is.
yeah, there was like dozens of poltergeists in that place. And then above the abandoned restaurant is an old like abandoned hotel. There's like probably 12 rooms, or maybe more than that, maybe 7 or 8 on each side. And it was absolutely terrifying. And then the very last one we're going to post up is probably going to be the tunnels, like the actual like tunnels underneath Eureka. What are we going to name that one, Jason or Jeremy?
Which one?
The tunnels. Should we
I
just
don't know.
Should we let the next super chat name it?
The Poltergeist Nightmare? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, nightmare tunnel.
that's what it was for me. It was a nightmare of Poltergeist throwing shit at us for the whole night.
Yeah.
It was 10 times more. It was 10 times more scary for me than Cobb Mansion. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Cobb Mansion felt crazy, and especially at the end, it felt a little weird, but
Didn't have that power that
No.
these ones had.
no, this was like,
It's the most powerful presence I've ever felt in my entire life. Like it probably could have thrown a car across the room. That's how powerful this shit was.
yep. It damn near did almost. That was in the tunnels out in Eureka, Coco. And yes, we are planning on rescheduling the Bobby Mackey strip.
Oh yeah, as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Good
Good
go on.
From Limelit Girl. Where was Limelit Girl's question? Would you post it again? I didn't see it. Tunnel of Terror. That's what we thought, Aaron, but then it sounded like a carnival ride. I think we said that one. We said terror tunnels or tunnels of terror. And they were like, yeah, that sounds like something I wrote at the state fair. Tunnel to hell. Yeah, literally.
Someone just asked when the new episodes are coming, and I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Perfect. Nice segue. So the newest episode is going to be the Jackson House Hotel, and it's going to be a 2-parter. And the first part is probably going to go up Friday. Demon tunnels, really, Kathy, it felt like it. It really, 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 really did. It was nuts. Poltergeist tunnel, yeah, I think so. Call it tunnel nightmares. Yep. Horror hole. That one's good. Oh man, that's funny. You guys are funny. Tunnel of Tremors. It felt like it. I'm telling you. Yeah, we're gonna work on getting into the Goldfield. Don't worry, the Goldfield Hotel. That's one that we're getting into. Hopefully. How do you guys explain poltergeist activity? That's a tough one because it is like very hard to explain because by all accounts and by all normal physics, things don't move on their own like that, right? Some kind of force has to be exerted on it to move it. I think that in these cases, it's a force that we can't see yet or just don't fully understand yet. Because it's something. There's something throwing stuff around. Horror hole sounds good. The Gill House. Where's the Gill House, James? Ominous tunnels of doom. Yep. That is it. Eureka Underground. Ooh, that's good, Alex. I like that. Eureka's Underground. COVID tunnel.
Yo, the COVID tunnel.
No, they said the name it horror hole.
The horror hole. Is that what you said?
Tunnel McTunnel face.
Did you, dude? Those tunnels were cool though. Like just how they were built and everything. They were like all like these gigantic, like 12-foot tall arches, like made of brick, underground. It's like in the 1860s. Like that must have been incredibly hard to build.
Oh, dude, I can imagine. I can't even imagine. Peter Pan tunnel. Tunnels of terror. Yeah, it was damn creepy. Are you working on getting any new equipment? Yes, we're always working on getting new equipment. Absolutely.
We're just gonna keep buying cameras until we have like 3,000 of them.
Yeah.
The more cameras we have, and the more we have rolling, and like the more stuff we're gonna catch. So that's our goal, is definitely have hundreds of cameras.
Yep, cameras and SD cards and external hard drives, guys. That's that's like the bulk of the stuff.
Which are hell of expensive.
Oh my God.
The SD cards alone are like $300, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So every camera that we have, guys, it's $300 just to put a card in it. The more cameras, the more angles. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we just want to catch stuff moving. We want to catch full body apparitions, everything we can.
Yep. Batteries to drain. Yep. SD card is expensive AF. I know, and we have to have like 300 meg write speed. It's crazy. 350 meg write speed.
Yeah, for 4K.
But that's why our videos, that's you guys enjoy the production quality on it, and that's why we spend the money to bring you guys the best. And in turn, you guys, do the super chats and become patrons, and it just helps us keep going and get even more stuff.
Angelina asked, "What is your morning routine? Your morning after routine after a ghost hunt?"
A ton of coffee and waking up at like 2 p.m.
See, for me, it starts the night of. I go home and I watch the happiest cartoons I possibly can to like put myself in a bright mood, and then go to sleep, and then I just wake up and live a normal day. But it's all about the come down going into sleep, because I don't want to go to sleep and dream about that shit. I want to dream about some SpongeBob or something like that,
Dude, after the Eureka, after the tunnel investigation, we put on like Paradise PD on Netflix and just binge watch that and laugh at that.
Yep. Yeah. So like anything humorous or like happy, like that's my routine.
Yeah. Paul, yes, that did fix my hands right up. My hands were like looking horrible on the last live stream because I was like wiping them with Clorox wipes and stuff. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, this is bleach.
He literally got in a Pax car the other day, and he's like, "Here, man, wipe your hands down." And they're Clorox wipes. I was like, dude, that destroys your skin. What the hell are you doing to yourself?
I was like,
here's some hand sanitizer.
Oh, that was funny though. Patrick, it's in Gallon, Ohio. Let's go. Sabrina, damn facepalm.
Hey, SpongeBob, I'm Pat back.
Yes. Look, Tim, effing legends. Where is Jason? Jason is with his family right now. He couldn't make it onto this one. Jeremy is in Las Vegas. And did anything follow you home recently? No, not me.
Nope. Not me. I'm trying to keep it that way too. So,
dude, I saw a meme. Somebody just said that 1% of bacteria gone. I saw one. It had like, dude, I saw one. It had like a little like microscopic bacteria face. It looked all like demonic, and it was like ah. And the meme was captioned. It was like, that 1% of bacteria.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it made me laugh so friggin' hard. I'm gonna see if I can find that meme.
Anthony's in Vegas too.
Oh snap!
Woo woo, represent. Yeah. The Amityville house. Hell yes, I would love to do that.
Oh,
I would imagine that costs a lot of money though.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's like, oh yeah, you can investigate here for $20,000.
Yeah, for real though.
That's how some of them are, man. They're used to camera crews coming in, and it's like if we can just only tell them like, no, Pat and I will catch something crazy, you know.
It will.
That happens every time. Whew, first paranormal experience.
What's that?
Say said, what was the first paranormal experience you guys had?
Mine was when I was 8 years old, and I felt something sit on my bed, and I have two brothers, so I thought it was one of them, and I just like opened my eyes. I was like, "What was that?" And there's this black shadow just sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall. It wasn't looking at me; it was staring at the wall, and I was just like, "What in the hell, dude? Look, this is it."
The 1% that survives. The
look,
point. The 0.1.
Yeah, that's right. You see, it says laughs microscopically.
But it would be 0.01 because it's 99.99%.
It would be 0.01. But yeah, look at his face. Laughs microscopically. Oh.
So fucking stupid.
Sorry, guys. I had to find that.
That meme is everything, she said.
I know. I laughed so hard at that. That's an old one, too. That's like hella. That's 10 years old.
Oh, Angel. Wait, someone asked, I thought I saw someone asked if you ever figured out who it was, the ghost.
Which one? Oh, at the house I grew up in? No.
Yeah.
But I have a really, I feel like it was something dark because moving into that house, I was only 8, guys, and my mom, she found a satanic altar in the attic and then one in the basement, and she found one in a barn that was on the property. And so she did a lot to try and like rid that or kind of like destroy those altars or whatever. But I feel like she had good intent, but I think that whatever she tried to do actually made it worse. And I used to hear, footsteps in that house, and they would walk from like one corner of the attic and just stop right above my bed. And it wasn't like animal sounds. It wasn't like critters or anything like that. It was like boots, like heavy, like doom da doom da doom, and just stop right above me. Papa Bear, thank you for the gas money. You're amazing. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, mine is a little bit similar. When I was young, probably, I think I was like 6 or 7, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and like my brother was in the room with me, and he's like, "Jeremy, do you see that?" And I like looked down at the end of my bed, and I literally see this like black figure sitting on the bed like this, with his hand, like with his head on or his chin on his fist like this. And it freaked me out, and like I pulled the covers over, and I'm trying to go back to sleep, and like when I woke up in the next morning, I went and told my grandma about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I saw a ghost last night, and it was sitting on the bed like this, right?" And my grandma like starts crying, and then we're like, "What the hell is happening?" Blah blah blah. And she like, I think she just didn't want to scare us when we were young, so she never really. She was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You were probably dreaming and all this." And then I was like, "Well, why are you crying right now? Like that's weird." So like years later, I asked her what the hell that was and why she cried, and she was like, "My brother died in that room, sitting on that bed with his fucking chin on his fist." And so for me, when I found that out, I was probably like 9 or 10 when she told me that. And that was like, whoa, like ghosts are real. And so from then on, like, I was definitely a believer.
Oh yeah. Exploring with Eric, thank you for the super chat. By the way, I shaved, so. And Peter says, "Do you believe that mirrors are portals?" And I totally do. I have seen things go in and out of mirrors that I can't explain.
Yeah, and like weird. Yeah, you're right. And like weird things seem to happen around mirrors too.
Mm-hmm.
That's strange. Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Too late.
Damn, too late. I know, right? Next time. Next time.
Have you ever witnessed any UFOs? Yes.
Yep.
I grew up in Las Vegas, and so I've done a lot of camping out in the desert, like in the middle of freaking nowhere in the desert, and I've seen some seriously fucking weird stuff out here. Like, I think the weirdest story I have was I wasn't even out in the middle of nowhere for this one. I was in town, and I was at a friend's house. I think we were like celebrating Thanksgiving or something, and we had a bunch of friends there, and we were in the backyard like hot tubbing and, you know, having some drinks or whatever. And one of my friends goes, "What the hell is that light in the sky over there?" And there was like just above the mountain, there was this bright, like huge light. Like it was one of the brightest lights I've ever seen at night. And so we literally like drove to the desert, like around the corner from their house. And we were standing on this hill, like looking at this mountain in the distance where this light was. And we're probably sitting there for like a half an hour, and it's like not moving. And then all of a sudden starts moving up, and then it spreads out into a line, and there's like 6 of these bright lights. And then it like doubles and turns into 8 bright lights. And then all of them go boom and fly across the entire valley to like different points of Las Vegas Valley. And we're like, what is happening right now? And there was one of them that flew right over our heads. Like it looked like it was watching us. And then it just flew in the air, and they all disappeared at the same time.
That's amazing.
But seriously, yeah, like I've seen some crazy alien stuff out here for sure.
Well, that's Nevada, dude. It's like Area 51 is here. Yeah. It's in our backyard.
And it's hard to say like whether or not that's an alien or if that's just like some crazy advanced technology that the government doesn't tell us about, or like who knows, you know? But it's definitely weird.
I saw some weird stuff even growing up in Texas too. There was one night we lived out in the country, right? We were like an hour and a half outside of Dallas. And I remember seeing like some weird, like kind of like different colored lights outside. And I was like, what the hell is that? I mean, it wasn't like Christmas time, right? Where there was like Christmas lights. I just remember seeing like blue and yellow and green lights. And I was like, what on earth? And it was me, my uncle, and then my 2 cousins. And we all were like, because I went downstairs, I was like, do you guys see this? And they're like, what the heck? We go outside, and then we look up, and there's like this triangle shaped, craft or whatever you want to call it, just this triangle shaped dots glowing in the sky. And it didn't even look like it was that far above us. Like it looked like it was just maybe a couple of 100 feet up, right? Like close to us. And I remember just looking up at it like, what the heck is this? And then all of us are just in awe. And then all of a sudden it just kind of like what Jeremy was saying, it just kind of like warped out, like just totally not flew a little bit and then disappeared over the edge. It just like totally there's Oliver. It just totally just disappeared. Like shot up into the sky. We all looked at each other like, what the hell was that? And then my uncle, because he was big into like UFOs and that sort of stuff. And he goes, everybody, no. He goes, don't say anything. He goes, don't say what you think it was. Don't say what shape it was. He said, don't say anything. Everybody go inside right now, and we're going to draw it. And all 4 of us drew what we saw in the sky, dude. And it was all 4 of us had the exact same drawing. It was like this triangle thing with like weird markings under it. It was nuts.
Dude. Also, we got to tell them the frequency story because that's one of the weirdest
Oh yeah,
things.
do it. Yeah, absolutely. Exploring with Eric. Thanks again, man. Appreciate it, buddy.
So Patrick and I, we used to play music for a living for a long time, and we were in a band called The Holding together for quite a while, and we were out in LA for like 4 months or something, and the label and management that we were part of, they represented this band from Australia, right? And so these guys were in LA with like the same management and everything. So they put us all in this big condo together to live there while we recorded our album at the time. And so we all got along really well, and like we had an off night, so we went out and we got some wine and and one of the guys from the other band was like a 5-star chef once in his life. So he's like, let's cook a huge meal, family meal, whatever. So we get back to the house from the grocery store and he starts cooking up a storm. And we start pulling the wine glasses out, and we open this cupboard and we realize there's like literally this entire cupboard full of wine glasses. And we're like, oh shit, let's fill them up with water and try to make harmonies and music with the wine glasses. So we literally like set like 40 wine glasses up and filled them all up in different levels. And we were trying to make harmonies and like, you know, full songs out of these wine glasses. And it was weird because we hear this overtone, which if you don't know what an overtone is, like when you get like a perfect harmony that rings out and there's this weird overtone, like it almost sounds like it's in the air that is just ringing above you. And so we hear this overtone and it keeps lasting, right? It's like this high pitch frequency, like it's almost like it was electronic or something. And for some reason, Patrick starts asking it questions. Like it literally, like it escalated to the point where we're
Classic
like,
Patrick.
We're like, this thing is like intelligent. Like it was weird. And so we literally came up with like this system. Like we asked it yes and no questions, and we would do like however many beeps like for yes and however many beeps for no. And we changed it every time. So like the first time would be like beep twice for yes, 4 times for no. And then the second time would be like beep 12 times for yes and beep 46 times for no. And it literally answered every fucking question with the exact amount of beeps that we asked it. And so at this point, we're like, okay, everyone put your fucking cell phones in the middle of the room. Let's detach all of the smoke detectors and like everything electronic. We unplugged all the microwaves, the fridge, everything. Like anything that was plugged into the wall or on that was electronic.
We flip the breakers off, everything.
It was crazy. So yeah, we're all sitting in this dark room together and we're asking this frequency question. And there's 2 bands full of guys. So we had like 8 or 9 guys in the room, right? And
this story sounds like it's taking a weird turn. We're all sitting in the dark. There's like 8 or 9 guys in the middle of the room.
Right. So it starts asking, like we start asking it personal questions that only we would know personally. Like nobody else in the group knew at all. And it seriously knew every fucking detail about all of our lives. It knew all of our names. It knew our family members' names. It knew all of our ages. It knew it literally knew all of our family members that were dead. Like it was telling us whether or not, like we'd say, oh, this family member, are they alive? Beep 14 times for yes, beep 17 times for no, or whatever. And it would answer every time, and it was always right.
Yeah.
And
100% of the time it was right.
It came to this point where like towards it, we communicated with this frequency noise for like 45 straight minutes. Yeah. And towards the end of it, it was like we asked it if it knew God, I think.
No, what's his face asked if it was God.
Yeah,
he goes, you know everything about us. Are you God?
And then it never talked to us again.
Nope. Totally disappeared. Didn't hear anything again.
It was so weird, man. And this, like at this point, Patrick and I had done some investigating, but it was really early on. Like we had just like scratched the surface on it, So we weren't even that experienced, but that's still to this day, after having so much experience, is still one of the most insane moments I've ever lived. And dude, that guy Jean or whatever, remember he had his video camera rolling, and I have not been able to get a hold of him for years, dude. But he has actual footage of this moment. Like, we have to get that footage, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Somebody asked what hat I have on. It's Nevada. So, guys, little geography lesson. Las Vegas is like here,
Yep.
and Reno is
up
way
there.
up here.
It's a beautiful drive, though. I enjoy it.
It is a nice drive.
I don't mind at all traveling up there.
Mm-mm. Nathan. Oh, he's a funny guy. Tim says, effing legends. He said that 3 or 4 times now. Thanks, man. Reno 911. I wish it was like that. It's the total opposite. Anyways, well,
Peace
man,
out, Kendall.
we're going to probably be wrapping it up here. Yeah, guys, we've been on for a while. We did a podcast. Jeremy mentioned it earlier, but we did a podcast with some buddies called Truth or Theory. That's going to be out on Monday. So once it's posted, I'm going to post a link up so you guys can go check out their podcast. Because we probably talked for like an hour and a half, I think, at least.
What, on here or on the podcast?
On the podcast.
Yeah, something like that. I think it took longer for technical difficulties than it actually took for the podcast.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, they had some issues.
No, it wasn't them. It was Zoom.
Oh yeah, God, Zoom meeting. It was so bad. But anyways, guys, Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for the last minute super chat. You guys are amazing. Be on the lookout. We're going to be posting the new episode, the part 1 of the Jackson House Hotel. It's going up on Friday. Probably. Do some voiceovers.
Some of the best sensory deprivation ever, by the way.
Oh, like, absolutely the best.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that whole investigation was like incredible. Incredible. Oh, Crow finally joined. Bro, please forgive me. I passed out watching Ozark.
Crow.
We'll let that slide. We'll let it slide this time. But yeah, we'll do another live stream this weekend, guys. Hopefully Crow won't pass out watching Tiger King. And if you guys haven't seen Crow's new video, you need to get over there and watch it because it is freaking amazing. Yeah, go subscribe, watch his video. It's hella funny. Rick James, thanks for the super chat. You guys are amazing. Getting those last minute super chats in, helping us make more episodes. Anyways, yeah, guys, you guys are amazing. Right. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good night, guys. Be safe out there.
Take care, guys. Peace out. Peace on the street.